Hello and welcome to another episode of Love, Life, and Light podcast. I'm your host, Kayla Lainez, photographer, storyteller, and founder of KNO Photography. I'm so glad you're here with me today, ready to dive into the beauty of love, spirituality, and personal growth. Today, I have with me today my mother, Maritza Jaquez, the one and only.
And unique, one of a kind.
If you talk about my spiritual journey, she has been the one who really taught me everything from loving God, loving yourself, divine timing. And something we're going to talk about today is something very valuable to me that you taught me about is forgiveness. And it's not just forgiveness for the people, but also forgiveness in yourself. And I just want to ask you just a time in your life that made you realize that it was very important to forgive for yourself.
Sorry, I got my dog. Okay, mira. To forgive. When you in your life, you're going through so much pain, right? But when you have to pray, God tell you, you have to be patient, be still, and one, you gotta protect the heart. You just can't let, hate go inside the heart. You gotta learn to forgive from your heart, And especially when you have some family, they're going through so much pain. But before they're gonna pass, you gotta make sure they forgive those that hurt them. Because God is love. And sometimes, it's not fair. You find people they were still gonna try to hurt you, but you forgive them. For yourself. For them too. And Jesus came for us, and He forgive us. Why we can't forgive them? Karma is good. It says in life, whatever you do in this life, you're gonna pay it at the end, before you pass. So it's better, before the people gonna pass, make sure they live at peace with themselves. Especially when I see my mother passing, making sure, be there. Forgive them. But you gotta forgive them from the heart, not just from your mouth. They say, I forgive you, but you still have resentment. Then you're not gonna be happy with yourself. While the rest of the people are moving on with their lives, and then you still there. No, you forgive them. God has something for everybody.
And I can agree with that too, because sometimes some people, it's just easier to forgive some people than others. And sometimes I've been noticing that I say I forgive them, but deep down, I just hold like just a tiny bit of resentment. And I think just holding on to that tiny bit of resentment, it will make it take longer to find peace in that forgiveness. And so when I could talk about that person or talk about that situation and not react and finally find peace with it, I feel like I finally fully let go and I finally forgive that for myself.
Yeah, but when you don't forgive, you're gonna feel miserable, not happy. And life's too short. You forgive them, but you can't forget. God gonna take care of that person. Could be now, could be later, could be before they die. But sooner or later they don't go before paying that debt. So in my case, I like, no, I give all my problems to God and then I move on. Hey, it's not me no more. I already gave it to God, so it's between you and Him.
Yep. 100%.
Because when you want to have is peace in your heart, your conscience is clean, and when you're feeling good by yourself, you laugh. That's when you feel that peace in your heart. But you know what? I no longer carry that butter, the luggage. You let it go. You forgive them 100%. Like I said, you will never forget it because you still remember. But when you forgive with your heart, and then you move on. But for people, it might take a little longer. But just remember, you gotta make peace with yourself. There's the other half of you. You need to be good with you. So you can be in front of the mirror and just appreciate every little part of yourself and forgive yourself. Remember, you have to forgive yourself and appreciate yourself. Even a little part of your body, you gotta also forgive and tell yourself, "Hey, I love you. You are wonderful. You are the best." Like this lady at work, she said, "Man, you are a strong woman, and you're so strong. 'Cause you made it through hell." I said, "Well, it's my fate, my spiritual." I talk to myself. I talk with my Holy Spirit. I had to learn to forgive, so I could teach the other people. Hey, I'm still standing. I went through. I raised my kid by myself, and I'm still here, looking younger every day.
Yeah.
But see, if I don't forgive, I would feel like more old. I would get older and older. Like I see people, they're like, "Man, she's your age, but she look older." Whatever that's not that inside them.
When people hear about your age, they get shocked because they're like, wow, like they would have never. That's like I always call you like a vampire.
I'm telling you, at work, people are like, "Wow, you look young," How old are you? How your kids? Oh yeah, I got 2 grown kids. I mean, yeah, I see you have so much energy. You're laughing, you're dancing at work. I say, yeah, 'cause I don't worry about nothing. I let it go. Gotta let it go.
And there was something you said earlier that I would like to bring up because it goes a little bit to one of my last episodes about self-love. That as you're going through self-love, forgiveness comes in, right? So you have people that are, learning to forgive for themselves from other people, but how do you forgive yourself? Because there's, when self-love comes self-hate. So what is some advice that you can give to someone that's struggling with learning to love themselves and forgive themselves?
The advice I can give, 'cause I go through mine too. You gotta appreciate, God gave you came here for a purpose. God created you for you. Why change? To be somebody else that you're not. God made you who you are, the way you are. You have to, go through the ups and downs, but know that it's part of you. Like for me, I'm 53. I'm going through, kind of like you said, menopause, all that stuff, up and down. But it's like part of life. You just can't fight it. When you keep fighting, I say, I just give up. Let me just go through my stage, my process. But at the end, I'm still beautiful. God created the way I am, unique, one of a kind. And He made me the way I am for a purpose. So why fight it? He created me so I can help other people. Let them know, hey, you can do it. And you feel like some people go on depression. Find a way to get out of depression. Go dancing. Just go dancing, have fun. But go out Don't listen to negative people. When you hear negative people, it's because you're doing something good with yourself that they wish they could done that. So it's like a mirror. You're a mirror of those people. So you're doing wonderful. Whatever, just keep going. Forgive yourself. Love yourself. Have fun. And listen to yourself. That voice inside you, it talk to you.
I really like that. And I think it's important to know too that forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. Like you can forgive, but it don't mean that you forget. And but it just is liberating to know that once you forgive fully from your heart, whether you're forgiving that person, that situation, or you're forgiving yourself, it is liberating to know that once you fully forgive, you find that peace and then you feel liberated. And just knowing that forgiveness starts with self-love and it starts with grace. Whether you're forgiving someone else or for yourself, I think we both agree that self-love goes heavy in forgiveness. And if this episode spoke to you, follow me on my social media, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, and YouTube with K&O Photography. And don't forget to follow Love Life for Light on all my social media platforms. And life is a series of moments. You capture them with love, embrace the light, and trust the bigger picture. Until next time, stay in love, life, and light.